Hello, Namaste, Salam Walaikum, Sastriyakal. Welcome back to another session with your Washef at Vareva.com. Today I am going to show you basic yellow gravy. This is very popularly made in the restaurants so that you can make many dishes. Whether you want to make Navratan Korma, you want to make kofta gravies or any of those you can make using this. This kind of kurma gravy what I am showing you is more of a Mughalai kind of kurma gravy. When this gravy started coming south of India, people started adding dry coconut into these gravies and they made lot of meat preparations with it and it tastes fantastic. But when it came much further to south of India, they started adding fresh coconut into making nice korma, but they started calling it as kurma. Dear friends, you understood the basics, so let's go ahead and learn how to make this Mughalai style of korma. For making these korma gravies, the good flavoring comes not only from the whole garam masala what we add, but very nice fine onion paste. For this reason, we use fried onions for this, and also the thickening as well as the good flavoring comes from using nuts. For making these kormas, you can use any kind of nuts. For making this gravy, mainly they use magas. Magas is melon seeds, and they say char magas, that is 4 kinds of melon seeds, which we will discuss in further sessions. They also add almonds, and basically I just removed the skin of these almonds by just blanching it, and cashew nut. The difference between the cashew nut and almonds is the cashew nut gives much sweeter flavor. So, it is much suitable for gravies where you are making koftas or some other preparations. And another ingredient that you can use is poppy seed. Sometimes in some of the countries poppy seed is banned, but these 4 seeds can be interchanged. That means even if one of the seeds is not available, that is fine. If you do not have poppy seed, just use melon seeds and cashew nut. But if you do not have melon seeds, you can just make this with cashew nut. But what happens when you use 4 of these, the texture will be nicely adjusted and you will get one of the fantastic flavors. Dear friends, today let us go ahead and learn one of the mother gravies. Mother gravies is the basic gravies. In any of the hotels you go, there is a gravy sitting there, and with which when the order comes, the chefs make awesome dishes for you. So, for this, first I am going to boil this almond, melon seeds, cashew nut and poppy seeds. As I have told you earlier, even if you do not have 1 or 2 ingredients, you can just make with the whatever you have, whether cashew nut or poppy seeds or magas. Another thing is, you need to let this boil for at least 15 minutes. That is when even the poppy seeds become slightly soft and you will be able to put in the blender and make into a fine paste. And when you make the paste, this is going to be white in color, but because we are going to add brown onions, then turmeric, chili powder and other masalas, the gravy is going to turn into yellow. Then let it cool down, put it in a blender along with fried onions. Look at these fried onions, they are nicely golden. For 1 tablespoon of nuts, we are going to use 1 medium sized fried onions. So, now we have this paste ready. Now, in a pan, add some oil. In this, we are going to add whole garam masala. Here I have got cloves, cardamom, cinnamon and a bay leaf. When this garam masala sizzles, we are going to add some cumin seeds. When these cumin seeds sizzle, add ginger garlic paste. Let this ginger garlic paste cook till the raw flavor is gone. In this, we are going to add tomato puree. Just look at this, 1.5 tablespoon of tomato puree, and in this, we are going to add 1 green chili. When they used to teach us this gravy, what they used to do is, this green chili is kind of an indication. When this green chili gets mashed up, that means the gravy is all ready. People have their own techniques, especially in the kitchen, to teach how well a gravy should be cooked. Parents teach their children when they teach cooking. In the schools and the hotels, the master chefs teach the junior chefs. Now, look at this. Once you add this tomato puree into this oil, even that will be cooked nicely. Now, once this is cooked, we are going to add this paste of nuts. Some of you must be thinking, oh my God, he added a lot of oil, but I am telling you, with the amount of gravy this is going to be, that is just right. Good. Now, this is going to get cooked for almost 30 minutes, but first we are going to add lot of spices. In this, add 1 full teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of cumin powder. Because this is going to cook for so long, I am adding turmeric now. Otherwise, you better add it in the oil when you are cooking the tomatoes. See, even teaching you, sometimes I make a mistake, but it's a good opportunity so that you don't make the mistake. So turmeric always add in the oil. Now in this, half a teaspoon of chili powder. Now just mix all of this. This looks good. Even before this comes to a boil, we are going to add just 2-3 tablespoon of curd, beaten curd. Once it comes to boil, the curd may curdle a little bit, so add it in this. Now all these nuts along with this curd, the masalas, everything needs to get cooked on a slow flame for almost 25 to 30 minutes. That's when you will get a perfect yellow gravy with which we can make tons of dishes. So I am just going to put the lid on and reduce the flame. Now after around 25 minutes of cooking, you see that this gravy has nicely thickened, and look at the color. Wow, this is good. I may have to add some salt in this. Wow, this is good. For letting it just simmer, you can see this oil is started floating on top. Wow, this is good. Now this is all ready, and let me just check the flavors. Just looking at this gravy, I just want to put in some chicken, and that will become super yummy. Wow, look at this. Nice aroma. Sweet, nothing is dominating. The poppy seed, if you add poppy seed, it will have a peculiar flavor, and if you add cashew nuts, it will have its own flavor. But when you mix all of them, I am telling you, sometimes some of the dishes, the individual nut gravies taste good, but when you are making this nice yellow gravy, put all of them and it will taste perfect. Wow. This is so good. I am going to switch off the flame. And dear friends, I hope you enjoyed to learn how to make this very, very flavorful, very, very tasty and nice rich yellow gravy. This is what we usually make in the hotels, and in this we can make many dishes. You add chicken, it will become a nice chicken korma. You add vegetables, it will become a mixed vegetable korma. If you add paneer or even other Navratan korma, there are so many other kormas you can make using this gravy. But once you learn these kind of gravies, you can create your own dishes and you can make food better than any restaurant at home. But do not forget, Vareva is all about inspiring others to cook. So please post your recipes and cooking tips at vareva.com so others can benefit from your great cooking.